Now, let's look at a different example now. Right? In the previous example, we only have 2 ratios. But in this case, we have 3 ratios. Alright, so how are we going to do this question? So it's going to be the same thing. Alright, we're going to use this table method to do this. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to construct my table first. So let me identify what are the key points here. So I want to make some green paint. And in order to make this green paint, I need yellow, blue, and white. I need to mix these 3 colors together. And I mix these 3 colors in this particular ratio over here. Alright? So I'm gonna get all this information and construct my table here. Okay? So to make my green paint, I have my yellow, my blue, and my white. Right? And the ratio of all these 3 colors, it's yellow, it's 4, blue, it's 5, and white, it's 1. Right? But what's the actual amount here? Alright, what's the actual amount over here? Okay, so in this case, they tell me he used 600 ml of yellow paint. So in this case, this ratio 4 is actually, the actual amount of this ratio 4 is actually 600 ml. Alright, so over here, the question says, how many blue paint he used? Alright, how many blue paint he used? So over here, I have my unknown. I'm interested to know my blue paint, and I do not know how much is it. So I'm gonna write an X over here. Alright? Okay? Now, am I interested in the white paint? No, because the question did not ask for it. So I can just leave this blank. Alright? But let's just say if I'm interested to know the white paint also lah, I'm just gonna write Y over here first, okay? Just for education purpose lah. Now let's see over here. I have 3 ratios, so what I'm gonna do over here. Alright? Now, again, we have understand that with ratio, we can write as fraction. So I'm gonna circle up this box over here. Now this box is a bit special because I know the ratio, I know the actual amount. I have the numbers over here. Now I call this by a special name. I call this a complete information, right? Because it tells me the numbers that I need. So if you have a complete information, you can pair this up with any of this. You can pair this up with this to find the actual amount of blue, or you can pair this up with this to find the actual amount of white. Alright, that's what you can do lah. Huh? So let's try this out over here. Let's try this out over here. So let's just say because the question asked for blue, I'm gonna put a box on this one. Alright, I'm gonna pair up with this and this first. Alright, so let's see what do I get. So again, 4 over 600. So 4 over 600, it's equals to 5 over x. Okay? Right, so what's gonna happen next? I'm gonna cross multiply. So this 600, I'm gonna move up here. And this x, I'm gonna move up here. So what do I get? So I will get 4x. It's equals to 600 times 5. I will have 3,000. Okay? And then finally, to solve this 4, I will move down here. Alright, so I will have x is equals to 3,000 divided by 4, and that will be equals to 750. Alright, so in another word, the amount of blue paint I am using over here will be 750. Okay? Right. Alright. Now, again, of course, if you are interested to find what is y, alright, you can pair this up with this one, or you can now pair this up with this one. You will get the same answer. Alright? Of course, for example's sake, I will be showing you this so that you know what's going on. Now let's just say the question is asking you to find white as well. All right, let's try this out. Let's try that out. Okay. So white. Okay. Now I'm going to pair up with this one and this one over here. All right, to find for my white. So what do I have? Right now I will have 4 over 600. It's equals to 1 over y. Right? So I'm going to do something very similar to this. I'm going to cross multiply. All right? And then I will get 4y is equals to 600 and y is equals to 600 over 4, which is going to give you 600 over 4 is going to give you 150. So that's the value of y over here. Okay? Now again, I'm going to show you that you will get the same answer if you pair up this and this. Okay? Because based on this calculation, we know that x is 750. So if I use this to pair up, and I will show you that I will get the same answer over here. Alright? So I'm going to write this down. I will pair this up. So this is going to be 5 over x, which is 750, it's equals to 1 over y. Okay? So again, cross multiply, bring this up, I will get 5y equals to 750 and y is equals to 750 divided by 5. Alright, so 750 divided by 5 and true enough, 150. Okay, so what am I trying to prove over here? Right, if you have all these three ratios, okay, you want to find what's x and y, as long as you have one complete information, you can find for anything. You can take this and take this pair up, or you can take this and take this and pair up. Alright, or now you already found what is this, you can take this and pair up as I've shown to you over here. Okay, so that's what you do if you have three ratio. And it's the same thing if you have 4 or 5 and so on. Alright. Now last part over here. This part over here says that how many green paint does he make? Now over here, of course, we can do the simple method because we know how many yellow we have, we know how many blue we have, we know how many white we have. So by right, you just add up, all right, how many green paints he make. Because how many green paints, all right? To make this green paint, I have to mix this one, and this one, right? So what's the actual amount, all right? So I know to make my green paint, I need my yellow, plus my blue, plus my white, and that will give me my green, right? Based on this equation. So let's fill in the blanks. Yellow, it's 600. My blue, it's 750. My white is 150. And how much will that give me? Oops. 600 plus 750 plus 150. And that will give me 1,500. Okay? Alright. But I'm going to show you another way of doing this. Now, let's just say you don't want to add them up. Alright? You want to use this ratio method, this table method. You still can do it, you know? So let me just show you very quickly, yeah, and you will get the same answer again. Now, let me write down the table again very quickly. I'm just going to write in short form so I can do this a bit faster. So I have my yellow, my blue, my white, right? And my ratio is 4, 5, and 1. And based on this, my actual amount, all right? I'm just going to write AA lah, actual amount, all right? I know from my yellow is 600, right? Okay, let's just say you know this. Okay? Dot, 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 dot. Again, because I want to know how many greens I want. So again, I don't care about this, I don't care about this, but you can add one more thing to your table. Green. Now think about this. What do you think is my ratio of green? Right? Because based on the question, green is made up of yellow, blue, and white. So basically, my ratio is supposed to be all these numbers add up together, right? So 4 plus 5 plus 1, that will give me 10. Okay? And over here, that will be my unknown. I put x over here. So I have my complete information now, and I have this information to play with over here. Okay, so I can form my equation. 4 over 600, it's equals to 10 over x. So let's solve this very quickly. So cross multiply will give me 4x equals to 6,000, and x is equals to 6,000 divided by 4. All right, and you can work that out with your calculator, and true enough, you will get 1,500. All right, so that's how you play with ratio with table method.